Okay, so let's get straight to the video. Now, a lot of you guys know the controversy that happened yesterday in Orlando at the Europa Expo with Jason Genova and Rich Piana. Now, we went to the expo to have a good time so Jason can meet some fans, take pictures, talk to people, the whole shebang. And, you know, for the most part, we had a good time besides the mishap with Rich Piana at the 5%er booth. So when we got to the 5%er booth, we actually waited in line. Jason didn't cut. We waited just like everyone else. And when we got to Rich Piana, Jason did the, you know, how he introduces himself to people, you know, how he's Jason Genova, YouTube celebrity, views, subscribers, all that stuff. And that's just how Jason introduces himself to people. So that's to expected. That's obviously what I expected. And Jason tells him, you know, after who he was. Rich Piana was like, okay, so you're the guy that, you know, orders 66's people and destroys people's comments or YouTubes or businesses or whatever goes on with the Order 66. And pretty much, yeah, Jason says that's him. And Rich Piana didn't like the fact that, you know, that's bad to do for people's businesses. So I have to kind of brief on being in my situation of what I saw and what happened. So a lot of people are mad at me because they think that like I was okay with what happened and that, you know, I should have stopped it. Now, being in my shoes, okay, I'm filming, I get caught up in filming stuff, that's just what I do, and I'm pretty sure people who film stuff understand that. A lot of the times when I film, I don't even know what's going on until I actually go back to the footage and hear stuff and see stuff that I'm like, okay, that happened, I wasn't aware of that. That's not to justify the fact that Jason and Rich Piana are slapboxing, because I mean that it doesn't take a person. It's not hard to see that something's going on that shouldn't be going on. The thing is, okay, it's Rich Piana. Okay, Rich Piana is, you know, huge in the fitness industry. He has a high-profile supplement company. He's a public figure. Yeah, you wouldn't think that Rich Piana is going to do something stupid like slapboxing Jason Genova. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to meet Jason Genova and kind of see that something's off about him. He has issues, everyone knows that. So in my eyes, I'm thinking, okay, you know, I hear that Rich Piana, you know, says, let's, you know, slapbox, whatever like that. So initially what I think is, you know, it's going to be a fluff and tap, you know, nothing too crazy. And this situation happened very quickly. It escalated, you know, with slap, and like I watch it, I'm like, wow, okay, this kind of just went a little overboard. I saw that Jason was uncomfortable with that, or uncomfortable with being hit like that, and in my eyes, I didn't think that Rich Piana was stupid enough to do something like that. And now people are thinking like, oh, I should have jumped in. Look, it happened very quickly, and yes, I should have jumped in. I was thinking really hard about that on the drive home with Jason, and I am super bummed out that I let something like that happen to Jason, because in a sense I was responsible for him because I'm the one that drove him there. Also, I did talk to his mother and I told him, you know, I would take care of Jason, there's nothing to worry about, we're gonna go and have a good time. So I feel extremely bad at not stopping it when I should have. So yes, I am extremely sorry that I let something like that happen. Just know that it happened very quickly, and I didn't think that Rich was going to take it to that type of level. He's not stupid enough to risk his company, you know, his public image, things that, you know, somebody at that status would just kind of do, something like unthinkingly do. So the video that you guys have already seen, or most of you guys have seen, was recorded by a kid named Dominic. Now, I knew that he had filmed it, but I didn't know that he had posted it on YouTube, and I didn't know that he had tagged me in the video. He tagged me on my Facebook page, and then it was seen by a lot of people, and then it was shared with Louis Marco, which he had downloaded it and shared it on his page. So that's kind of how the whole thing came about. I don't really know how I feel about that situation, because initially we wanted to think about how we were going to do this video. Obviously Jason wanted the exposure, and you know, he wanted the views from it, but regardless, we didn't know how it was going to come about, because you know, we weren't even at that level of thinking yet. We were still in the process of, you know, coming home. So on the drive home, me and Jason talked, and this is when it kind of hit me hard, because I realized how like messed up the whole scenario was with what happened with Jason. And in a sense, you know, Rich Piana, he's a 300 plus pound person, while Jason is a 220, 30 pound guy with some, you know, disabilities. And the situation should have not happened like that. If Rich Piana like had some issues with Jason, I mean, a perfect example of this was Mark Lobliner and Jason Genova when we went to Miami last week. You know, Jason and Mark talked about it. They talked like men, and it was handled just like that. You would think that that's how it should have been handled with Rich Piana. This is obviously going to make him look very bad. I don't know how far it's going to go, but as far as just Rich Piana and his business, it's very bad publicity for himself. And as far as Jason, he's not even at that level. He's really kind of coping with what happened. So yes, slapboxing, you know, it's playing around, but you can tell that Rich Piana was not playing around. He was really upset about like the whole Order 66 thing, and he wanted to humiliate Jason in front of everybody, and that should not have gone down. As far as the video that I have, Jason Genova doesn't know if he wants to actually post it or not. I'm not going to post it unless he wants it. So right now, I am not going to release the video until Jason wants to. He has to talk to Brad, he has to talk to Andrew and the people he wants to talk to and share it with before he makes some official decisions. So I'm going to respect that, and whatever Jason wants to do with the clip, you know, I'll let him make the decision. I just wanted to make this video to be clear that I was not okay with this, and that if I can go back, obviously I would intervene and not let that happen in the first place. Jason is genuinely my friend, and no matter what anybody says, he is my friend. Some people have their own concept or misconception about that, and everyone is entitled to think what they want to think. Jason will always be my friend, and I will always have his back. You know, I have no control of what he does on his own, but when he's with me, I try to, you know, make sure and look out for his best interest. So right now, that's all I have to say about this topic. I really want to get my perspective and my thoughts about this situation. I know that, you know, a lot of people are going to make response videos about this, and, you know, everyone, you know, do their thing. You know, I try to keep my channel drama free. You'll never see me like talking about the drama that's going on in the fitness industry, because it's not my style. I don't like having drama, and I don't like being a part of drama. There's other channels you can go to for that, and yeah, I try to keep my channel just drama free. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about this, and we'll just see how this unfolds in the next couple days.